Everyone, I'm Matt Kreisenbeck, Community Outreach Coordinator for District 3 of the Idaho Transportation Department. Tonight we are bringing you a live update from I-84 and the Karcher Road Interchange project. Normally we do a monthly update for you, but tonight we're bringing this special coverage to you live again. And we're going to be placing girders for the new lane over I-84 on the Karcher Interchange. And tonight is a major step in this project, one step closer to completion. And joining me as usual, Stiles.
Yeah, Stiles Salick, resident engineer with the Idaho Transportation Department. Happy to be here tonight, Matt. This is another big night for the team. We placed a couple of girders last night, and we're going to place 2 more tonight. Right here in the background, you'll see they lifted the first concrete girder, and we're about ready to swing it in place over the eastbound lanes of traffic here. Last night, we placed the 2 over the westbound lanes.
So how many girders are we placing tonight, Stiles?
So there'll be a total of 2 on this side, and we have 2 placed last night.
So, right. Can you tell us what a girder is?
So a girder is basically a large beam that carries a load. And so these particular girders, they're made out of concrete, reinforced concrete, and they're going to support the load of the bridge deck itself as well as traffic. And the girders carry that load from above down to the supports and foundations below.
So these girders are carrying the bridge decks on top of them, correct?
Correct.
Traffic's driving across the bridge deck.
Yep. So
really a critical part of an overpass.
Yeah, very critical member, one of the most important members of a bridge. And these new girders here are going to support the new southbound lane for State Highway 55 traffic. So traffic will that's headed westbound through the valley that want to exit here can loop around and head south on 55 without needing to merge into traffic. So just another full lane on the highway here we're adding.
Excellent. That definitely should help with some congestion in this area. And once again, if you're just joining us, we're here at I-84 at the Karcher Interchange, placing 2 girders tonight. The final 2 girders of 4 girders. So this is the second night of lane closures. We want to remind our audience, if you have any questions, put it in the chat, and we will do our best to get you an answer. So, Stiles, this girder they have right here, how much does this weigh?
So these girders that we're about ready to set weigh about 67,000 pounds. The ones we set last night were a little bit heavier. They were about 75,500 pounds.
So that's some weight. How much concrete's in this girder?
So these girders here that we're setting are roughly 16 cubic yards of concrete. The ones from last night that we set for westbound traffic, those were 18.5 cubic yards.
Okay. So is there anything inside of these girders that's special?
Yeah, so these girders are pre-stressed reinforced concrete girders. So basically what that means is they've got quite a bit of rebar reinforcing within them, as well as pre-stressed cable strands. So what they do when they build these is they'll tension a cable with it before pouring that concrete, pour the concrete in, and then once that concrete cures, release that tension on those cables so they have pre-stressed to be able to carry a little bit more load.
So tightening a cable and then pouring the concrete in and then letting the tension go on the cable, or essentially preserving the tension that's on it with the concrete?
Correct, yep. Once that cures, it locks that cable in, pre-stresses that, then it's able to carry a bit more load.
So how long does it take to place a girder?
Well, tonight it looks like they're making pretty quick progress on this, but we're averaging around 30 minutes. So it takes some time to rig those girders up and pick them off the trailers here, swing them in place safely, and then position them exactly where they need to be. So around a half hour.
So there's some special equipment out here. What kind of crane is this?
Yeah, it's a pretty sizable crane we have out here. It's a GMK 6350. the boom of this crane says 350 tons, so 350-ton crane, so well within the capacity of this crane.
That's good. You don't want to push that limit. So we've got eastbound I-84 shut down tonight, right, for this?
Correct. Yeah, we had to close eastbound I-84 in order to do this work safely. We don't want to have traffic running underneath a suspended load, so as a precautionary measure, we detour the interstate. They're just taking the off ramp here, going over the overpass and back down and merging on. So not much of a detour, but they're, expect a little bit of delays if you're coming through this area this evening.
So, and just want to remind everybody, tonight's the final night for I-84 closures for this, the placement of these girders. This is the final 2 of 4 girders that are being placed, and we just want to say thank you. We appreciate everybody's patience. The detour we've tried to make as easy as possible for everybody, and it's always exciting to see this work that's going on. We know it's impactful, but definitely worth it. And anything else you can add tonight, Styles?
No, I'm just happy to be here. It's always exciting being able to explain what goes into building a bridge.
So, excellent. Well, I appreciate you staying up late with me and bringing this to the public. Another great step in this project, and one step closer to completion.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll hang around for a few more minutes, see if we have any questions come in, and we can get some shots of them working to secure this girder in place.
So yeah, we can take a look, and looks like they've about got this one set. And we'll let you folks just watch for a minute. So, Styles, it looks like we have a question. What comes next after these girders are set?
Yeah, Matt. So once these girders are set and secured, they're going to be able to start constructing the bridge deck. So they'll come in and place rebar, form the deck, and be able to pour that.
Okay.
And that's going to be the surface that traffic actually drives on. So this new bridge deck will tie into the existing bridge, and again provide that additional lane, southbound lane.
Excellent. So good to know. And then, of course, once the bridge deck is poured, they've got to give it time to cure and do some extra things before we can put traffic on it. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's going to take at least a few weeks of cure time, and then they'll come in and construct a parapet or a railing on the edge of the new bridge deck as well. We can see the existing old railing there. The new one will be similar in nature, so they'll get that formed and rebar tied and placed, and that should complete the driving surface and the safety features for the bridge itself. Then, of course, they'll have to come back and build in the roadway, build up the embankments here, and then pave up to the bridge. So a number of steps that need to take place after this. Some slabs to the transition from the roadway to the bridge itself, some other concrete placements.
So yeah, definitely some more work to do, but the exciting news is this project's going to be wrapped up later this year.
Great.
So once again, I just want to thank everybody for watching tonight. We appreciate your patience and working with us while we're trying to work for you. As always, drive safely. Please obey posted speed limits and work zones, and watch out for construction workers. They are definitely doing an important job, and we want to make sure they get home safe as well as you. So have a great night, and please drive safely. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next month.